Hello, and welcome to Japanese craft beer reviews. Today's beer is not Japanese, it's not craft even. We're going to look at a few German, kind of, I guess you could call mass market brews. And these are pretty widely available in Japan. And they're made by a brewery which is called Brauerei Braunschweig. And Braunschweig is a town in the middle of Germany, kind of northern middle Germany, and a population 250,000 or so, and that was from 2016. And this brewery was founded in 1871, and they got big over the years. By 1925, they were already producing 100,000 hectoliters of beer, so they were good size. They were purchased by Carlsberg in 2004. And in 2009, Carlsberg sold them to Oettinger, that's Oettinger, another very large German brewery that kind of specializes in mass market beers. And we're going to look at three beers from them that are quite widely available in Yamaya stores, which are large liquor stores, a chain of liquor stores in Japan. And this brewery, like Oettinger, which they are now a part of, they do no advertising, no elaborate packaging, as you will see, whatsoever. And they put they are basically cost cutters and get their beer out there cheaply, and apparently have been quite successful at it. On RateBeer, they have 54 different beers listed, and on Untappd 51, and the average score on Untappd is 2.6 out of 5, which is right in the middle and not great, not great at all, but we'll see. So we're going to look at three beers in turn, and let's get started. And now we're going to look at another beer from Brauerei Braunschweig. This is the third in the series. We looked at their lager and their pills, and now let's take a look at their Weizen. And this is called Brauerei Braunschweig Original Weizen 5.0, and it is a weissbier or Hefeweizen at 5%. Actually, as I say here, it's 4.9%. And this can is just a simple yellow, and so very, very basic, and just a yellow can. Simple design and top quality for the young, and young at heart. Brewing tradition meets modern lifestyle. Brewed according to the German purity law. Natural ingredients: water, wheat malt, barley malt, and hop extract yeast. Live your life. Enjoy. 5.0 weissbier. Simply good, simply cool, simply made in Germany. Okay. All right. So the weissbier is Germany is probably considered the home of the weissbier, and they many of their breweries do excellent ones. This beer has 124 ratings on RateBeer.com, and the average is 2.6 out of 5. 11 percentile for all beers on RateBeer, and only 9 percentile for its style, weissbier or Hefeweizen. Untappd, 4,893 different ratings, and the average is 2.94, so almost up to the critical number 3 out of 5. Not quite. I've had this before. It's been about 6 years, and I gave it a 2.8 at that time, and we'll see how it is now. And on the back they give you little instructions on how to pour this. You should have a wheat glass, which I do have, but I'm too lazy to get up and get it. Pour it directly in, and then shake the bottom to stir up the yeast, and pour the rest in, so that you can see the yeast going in number 4 there. All right, so shall we do it that way? So straight down, what we're trying to do is get ahead, get a nice big head of foam here, and that's really happening. Well, there we go. It is something, huh? Okay, well, we're going to let this cool off and settle down for a second. See what's happening here. Okay, let's pour it around. I think I'll wait for the yeast a little bit later and pour that in. So it is a slightly hazy, kind of medium light amber or amber yellow color with a very thick head, which wheat beers you want this kind of head to get those esters, those isoamyl, basically like a banana sort of nose. And let's try it. Yeah, I mean, very light wheatiness, some banana for sure. More like a banana skin than anything. Very, very light. Some citrus, like citrus blossom in the nose. Well, flavor is quite similar. Kind of thin wheatiness. Light banana as well. A very small citrusy sort of tanginess in mid-palate. And finish is a little bit thin but sweet, and the banana element never quite leaves. I don't get the cloviness that often is a characteristic clove of a wheat beer. There's not much of that here. This is tolerable though, for sure. I gave it a 2.8 when I rated it before, and I think I'd probably give it something similar, almost up to 3 maybe. Definitely the best of the 3 at Brauerei Braunschweig beers that we've looked at, for sure. Yeah, and if you're a wheat beer fan, you might want to give this a go. A lot of people don't like wheat beers. I've talked to beer geeks who say, I just don't like wheat, and I don't understand, but, I mean, there are things I don't like too. I'm not a big fan of sours. I can drink them, but, they're not the most pleasant thing for me. And New England IPAs, which apparently are the biggest style now, I can take it or leave it, but yeah, good wheat beer, like Schneider Weiss, Mein Weiss, which is made with Brooklyn Brewery. I mean, you have a couple sips of that, and that's wheat beer heaven. So this is not. This is okay, tolerable. I think I could buy this again. It kind of hits the spot, but it's not like their other beers. I think they're using less than the best ingredients available in the world. But yeah, tolerable, and you might want to give this one a go. If you've had it, let me know what you think. And do subscribe to the channel. Okay, I'd like to hear from you. Hope you're doing well. Please take care. Bye-bye.